areas. But let me get back to Arne. Just two very quick questions, and looking at the time, perhaps very short answers as well. Variable renewable energy is something which the utilities don't like, especially here in Nepal. They don't like the variable part. They want to have very continuous energy, which is not intermittent, and doesn't really have an impact on the machines of the hydropower projects. We are in tier of ramping up or ramping down on generation depending on if a cloud floats in the sky. What are the possibilities of looking at making sure that variable renewable energies are also acceptable in the utility system? The other one that I would like to ask you is about, yes, India is a vast market for renewable energy, for all sorts of energy. Can a company like EDF can place their projects in Nepal for supply to India or the regional market?
Two very good questions. Now, I will tell you a tale about intermittent renewable energy and resistance to that from big utility companies. Many years ago, I was working in Germany. And some of you may know that in Germany, it was the country in Europe where big-scale wind and big-scale solar, strangely enough, there's not too much sun in that country, but these two technologies, they were implemented in Germany. Who was largely absent in that market? It was the German utilities at the time. So what they did, this is my opinion, they simply missed that there was a change going on in the market. And they resisted it. And the result was, if you looked at it at the time, when the market then finally changed, they had missed it. The market capitalizations of the German utilities went down the drain. They all had to restructure completely. So I think that there's a general thing, which is a human thing. People resist change, but sometimes change will come if you want it or not. And it's not about having the right or the wrong position. Things change, politics change, markets change, technologies change. And there will be, and there are solutions to integrate large amounts of intermittent power. One of them, and now I'm touching on the second question, if you integrate the grids, then you can have a lot of renewable energy that is intermittent, because the intermittency will vary in different areas of the integrated grid. It may not be enough just to integrate, but it will be a huge help. And it was mentioned earlier that in Denmark, where I come from, wind power alone, not wind and solar in combination, but wind power alone, there are days where Denmark is supplied 100% by wind power, and on average it's around half. Why is this possible? It's possible because Denmark is integrated with Norway, with Sweden, with Germany, with the UK, with all the other countries. So there's an intense trading and flow of energy back and forth. So if you look at India and Nepal, I think, seen from an Indian perspective, if we assume that climate change will not take away the glaciers, and you have a huge hydropower potential in this country, you have a huge population in India, you have a huge demand growth in power over the next decades, there is a real opportunity here, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I think that should encourage you to put up some renewable energy projects in Nepal.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.